Hi Leo, it's Lynn from Tinker Tarot. I'm here to do your December tarot and Cartomancy reading. I'm kind of combining them right now because I don't have always the situation or the time to do both sets. So I want to apologize for all the delay. I've had a real problem lately finding a place. The prices of apartments have doubled, literally doubled. And I don't know if that's happening where you are too, but it's really hard to find a place to afford. So I've had to take a second, well, actually a third job to try and get something I can afford. Anyway, I really appreciate your patience. You sure find out who your friends are when you're down. And I sure appreciate you. Thank you so much for sticking by me. Anyway, without further ado, let's get on with it. I have the Druid Craft Tarot, the Celtic Tarot, and also a new deck here called the Sacred Rebels Oracle. Now, these three decks were gifted to me by a viewer, and because my decks were ruined, these two, the Celtic and the Druid Craft, were ruined when they got soaked anyway. Long story short. And so I put a request out, and this viewer replaced these two decks for me. So um, the energy is more powerful when something's gifted because it's that love, right? It's that, so anyway, I just wanted to tell you about that. So let's get your vibes in here, Leo. 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 December 2021. What does Leo need to know? How are we going to end this year, Leo? How are we going to end this year, Leo? What does Leo need to know? All my Leos out there for December 2021. What do they need to know? Looks like they got to be warmed up a bit. I don't really start dealing until I get a sign, eh? The cards show you, they tell you when the time is right. Those are my teachings anyway. Everybody's got different teachings. Those are mine. And they're getting ready. They're getting ready because they're getting real sloppy here. So you can tell, yeah, they're ready now. Okay. Let's get this party started, shall we? So, the recent past. You have the Six of Wands, the Queen of Wands. There you are, Leo. Well, you're usually the king, but and the High Priestess. Wow, what a powerful past. Okay. So there's some sort of victory here, something that you could have achieved. You could have, maybe at work you were victorious over something. You won a debate. You could have just gotten a step up, or maybe getting more hours, or getting into the place where you want to be creatively or at work, what you're doing. It looks like you're taking steps forward in at work, okay, or what you're doing creatively, what you do to contribute to the world, right? So you're taking steps. You're getting recognition, admiration, maybe even reward in the form of promotion, an award, recognition of some sort, right? And then Queen of Wands. And she's really confident person. She can do a lot with a little. Okay, this is the key about the Queen of Wands. She can do a lot with a little. She has the smallest wand of all the wand cards. You can look through them all, and she's got the smallest one. That's because she doesn't need a great big stick. She doesn't need a great big wand. She doesn't need 10 of them. All I need is this little baby, and I'm able to make things happen, you know. She just doesn't let things um you know, there's a fire burning there. That's the fire within her that's always burning, that's always moving, that always needs action and evolution, you know, evolution. And then speaking of which, we have the High Priestess. Sometimes she suggests secrets, okay? There could be a secret. But I think, you know, it's very, there's something about intuition. This person, if this isn't you, Leo, this is someone around you that is highly intuitive, okay? This also could be what's happening to them if it's not happening to you. Someone very close to you, around you, okay, is taking a step up in the world, you know. They were down here and now they're up here, okay? Or you were. And like I said, they're highly intuitive. They could be a seer, in fact. They could there's something important to do with timing too. Now I'm going to tell you, sometimes they know when the time's right or wrong, and sometimes it was the timing, like the timing wasn't right for this to happen until now. Anyway, I feel that their instincts, their intuition, yours is going to be highly activated, or has been recently highly activated. You could be getting um, not visions, but you know, these deja vu things where and your instincts are like, well, that doesn't really make sense. Sometimes it's logic, but sometimes it's instinct, you know. Anyway, I think that you too, Leo, are highly intuitive. I think that you could be empathic, you could be clairvoyant, or you could be just real sharp. Your intuition is dead on, and you're usually right. You know, when you get that gut feeling, right? So, anyhow, Queen of Cups. This is in the present, where we are at the present moment. Ace of Cups and the Eight of Wands. Now, the Eight of Wands was wanting to go into reverse, and so I'm going to address that, all right? But first of all, you could have a water sign entering your life, or just entered your life just now. It doesn't have to be a water sign, but it could be Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. It's someone who wants to connect. This could be also your energy, Leo. You really want to connect at this time in your life. You know, and it's funny, the Six of Wands is above this, right? And the Six of Wands is about moving forward, you know, taking a step in evolution, taking a step in responsibility. And when we enter relationship, we have to now consider the feelings of someone else. You know, that's more responsibility. It's different, but you're ready. You want it, okay? And and I think you really want to connect, open your heart, and boy, do you. You know, you're ready to receive love. Your cup is overflowing. You're ready to give love too. You really want to give love. I think whatever you may have been through in the past is, you're healed. You're okay now. Like, enough time has gone by that you're all right now, and you're ready to open up again to love. Um, I want to tell you something. I've forgotten about this because I haven't had these cards for a long time, right? But this little fish, I can't remember what it's called. Okay, can you see it there? That little fish that is climbing up the waterfall. It's the only fish that does it. It's the only fish that does. But it's determined to get to the top where the pool is, where the and to the source. All right, it wants to get to the source. It's not on the surface. It doesn't just want the surface love. It wants deep to the source. Okay, so and this, it works and works and works until it gets up there, and they all do it, but it's ready to put in that work, ready to put in, like, give love, is ready, and be open to it. This is ready to work for it. I like to say too that when we begin a journey, a path, whether it's work or relationship or whatever, we begin at the bottom of the mountain, right? And we the journey through the relationship, the job, or whatever, is us trying to get up this mountain, trying to succeed at this, right? But there's trials and challenges and tests along the way, and we need to be ready up for the challenge, because there's bound to be challenges, as well as joys and triumphs and all kinds, everything that comes with it. Anyhow, Eight of Wands. So this is communication. It could be. I feel like this is online. Tell you the truth, I really do. I feel like this is online. You could be chatting online. It could also be at work. All right, it could be at work, and so anyway, this is a message, communication, and the other thing. Well, let me finish that thought first. A communication that is going to require swift action, like you're going to act on it immediately. Okay. Now, this is in the realm of love, with this person. They might say something, you might get a clue, they might write something to you because they're too shy to say it in person, or you to them. Take that chance, give it a whirl. What's the worst that can happen is they say no. That's the worst. They might, but they might say yes. Okay, so I think you're really enthusiastic. This is enthusiastic. And the other thing about the Eight of Wands is you could be doing some traveling. You could be thinking about traveling. Um, Mel, Mel. Okay, huh, how interesting. So, towards the end of December, this is probably mid-December here. This Queen, Ace of Cups could be around, could be in the first, like after the first week, the beginning of the second week. But anyway, down here we have the Two of Swords, the Two of Cups, and the King of Wands. A lot of fire energy here and a lot of cups. It's like all fire and water energy. A lot. Okay. So the Two of Swords is something that we don't really want to face. We know it's there. We know we're going to have to deal with it, but we're reluctant. We don't want to look at it. We don't want to acknowledge it. Or perhaps talk about it, right? But there's a decision, a choice that needs to be made, and you're trying to avoid it in some way, okay? This could be something you feel passionate about. Also, it doesn't have to be a terrible, lurking, awful thing. You might have a hard time just relaying your thoughts. You also could be thinking, should I? Shouldn't I? Should I? Shouldn't I? No. And it's kind of funny because this one is trying to make the decision with your mind, okay? And this one is trying to make the decision with your heart, right? And here, like this one is telling you, oh, geez, I don't know about that. I'm not sure. It's a risk. And this one is saying, go for it. It's like the angel devil kind of thing on your shoulders. And this one is saying, go for it. You see eye to eye. Yeah, sure, there's differences, but that's good. You don't want to get bored after a year. And this is ready to, their cups are equal. They're at equal height. They're equal. And they share a lot of similarities, but they're also very different and in a good way. So these two, this is a meeting. This is about perhaps a date. It could be a passionate union. Right below this Ace of Cups, it seems like everything's going in sequence the way it's supposed to. This is the way it's supposed to happen. So, and then the King of Wands. This guy's a real smart guy. He knows how to apply his knowledge and his hearts and his passions. The only thing that gets in the way with this guy a little bit is his ego, but other than that, if he can keep his ego in check, he's a grand partner indeed. This could be an Aries. Sometimes we see the king as the Aries. Yeah, because he's got the ram right on the arm, eh? So this is could be an Aries or another fire sign. Could be someone a very strong personality. They're very capable, confident, or they seem like it. That's for sure. This person that you could be entering into a relationship. Now, this doesn't have to mean like one of these people you're interested in and they are interested in you. And it's either a fire sign or a water sign, I'm guessing. Okay. Um, yeah, you might do well with Pisces, perhaps, could be a Pisces. Anyhow, um, it's yeah, this could be like a friendship or a family relationship, but I really feel that it's someone that you're interested in really opening up to and getting to know more, getting closer to. There is some sort of a conflict in you here too about maybe how you communicate, perhaps what you say. You might be holding back like all the things you want to say. There's more, but you're reluctant. It's a bit scary right now, and that's what these trees represent. This dark woods. It's a bit scary because it's at the beginning. We don't know what's at the end of the trail. But I think you want to take the risk. I really do. I think there's something cooking here, Leo. So let's get out these Celtic Tarot. All right. I I love these cards because I love the imagery, and there's a lot to be said. And sometimes I can look at that card 52 times and see something different, you know, after a year of looking at them, and then see something I'd never seen before, because that's how there's so many messages in them. Anyway, look what jumped out for you. The Nine of Cups. Okay. So in this deck, this is a bit tricky. It is a celebration. All right. It's a celebration. There could be something happening that obviously in relationship here that you're happy about. Something's moving along. You're getting your wish. Okay. The only thing I'm going to remind you about is ego. try not to try and keep your ego a bit under wraps, okay? Or do some work on it or something, because it's the only thing showing up here that's a bit of a, you know, but they might be a good match for you in that way, right? They might be a good match for you. So tell me what else. Tell me about this Queen of Wands for Leo. Tell me about this Queen of Wands, High Priestess. Like I said, I think that I think you're moving up in the world, and I think there's something that I think there's also something that's going to be revealed too that maybe you were unaware of before, or you're just learning. King of Swords, Eight of Cauldrons. King of Swords, you know, the kings, they've learned all the lessons in this suit. And in this suit, it's about listening, communicating, you know, using our mind to process thoughts and how we process them, you know, our attitude, our behavior, and our understanding, you know. So he's mastered all this, all right? And you know, this is what I think you're doing here. There's a lot of mastery going on. I also think you're probably very smart, very astute. And I think you're trying to use your intelligence to figure some of this out, okay? There could have been a relationship that you're leaving behind in the past with a Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius. Doesn't have to be, but someone who highly intelligent, strategic. They could be also like to debate. This person likes to debate. They love to debate, and they don't consider it a fight or an argument. They like doing it. You know, it's stimulating to them. It's mentally stimulating. So anyway, so this is walking away from something that is missing. There's something missing here. Okay, it's not the full realization of really what you were hoping in the relationship. Okay, and you now know it. You know it here. You know, I think at times you could struggle with your heart and your mind, you know, they'll have that bit of a struggle back and forth. But I think now you know what those two cups that were missing are and how to get them. You're smarter now, eh? You've learned. You've made sense of it, kind of thing. I think you're lonely though. I get a feeling you're lonely. Um, yeah. So, can you tell me about the Queen of Cups here with the Ace and Eight? Tell me about this Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups. Ace of Wands. Yeah, I think it's someone at work. I think it's someone at work. So you got Ace of Wands and Ace of Cups right together in the same thing. I think there's a lot of potential here. I think there could be something new at work, something new opportunity for growth, maybe training, you know, a course or something to elevate you. But I get the feeling that there's something sparking at work. I think there's a lot of potential here. The Ace of Wands is about our passions too, you know, what we feel passionate about. Yeah, and Three of Swords. So I feel like there could be a third party. There could be someone they're leaving behind and they're not quite over yet. They could be still kind of heartbroken, or you could be, Leo. Like, I don't think you're together with them, or they are, but they could be still a little heartbroken from that relationship. All right, tell me about the last one here. Two cups, two swords, king of wands, lots of twos, lots of planning, lots of decisions. And I think you're feeling stronger and stronger. Like when we start this new year, I'm going to tell you, it's going to be big changes for you. Big changes for everyone, because it's a 6. And the 6 is about moving forward, learning, realizing, processing what we learned in this 5 and in the 4. The 4 was the pause, and the 5 are the changes. And now in the 6, we're going to move forward, realizing how we need to move forward now. The 6s are all about steps taken and moving up, forward, Geez, you got the Queen of Swords too, and Justice. So Justice, the 5 of Cups, and the Queen of Swords. Yeah. See, back here with this King of Swords and the 8 of Cups, this could be around you, Leo. Someone around you. The justice is a fair decision, a fair outcome to the situation, and it's also balanced, right? It's for both parties, but there's still a loss here. Like I said, there's a feeling of loss, regret, remorse over past actions, words, perhaps that were said, and this could be with the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords could be Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. She is more spiritual kind of than the king. She's got a more of a spiritual energy about her. She could be into crystals, or I don't know what it is, but she needs that, because think of, this could be very much an Aquarius. I'm thinking Aquarius on it, kind of, because it's that renewal, right? Wanting to renew ourselves, wanting to cleanse ourselves. That was Carmela. See her there on the bed. Yeah. Are you okay, baby? Uh-oh, just a sec. So when she does this, I've got to just plug her nose. All right? Okay. She pulls her head away when she feels it sick. Oh. This is like a little seizure that Chihuahuas get. All right, baby? Here we go. Here we go. You're okay. Oh my God, look how dirty my nails are. I'm so sorry. Okay, so yeah, there is something good coming out of this. However, there's still something good, still a lot of potential, in the situation. However, you can't see it because you're looking at all that's gone wrong. What did I do? you could have felt like you said the wrong thing or did the wrong thing or something. You know, geez, I screwed up. I messed it all up there, didn't I? You know, but I think that there is definitely something to build on here. Also, this could be just hurt feelings. All right. So anyway, I'm gonna put these away. We're not doing too bad. 30 minutes. I think you got a lot of big changes in the new year, Leo. Actually, this month, for starters. I think for you, it's starting this month. For others in the new year, but all right, so let me get these up here. And then I'm going to bring out the Cartomancy. So the Cartomancy is the regular playing cards, see? And, you know, I was looking at these ones yesterday and I was thinking they remind me so much of my mentor. I had a mentor, her name was Marnie, and she helped develop my skills with the playing cards. That's how she read, was the old way. And yeah, so when I look at these cards, I think of her, you know. So tell me for Leo, Marnie, tell me for Leo, what do they need to know? December 2021, what does Leo need to know? Tell me for Leo. Could have a Cancer around you. I just saw Cancer. Could have a Cancer around you. I think you like their gentleness. Something about their gentleness, you know. If you think about the Strength card, you know, the woman in the Strength card, and she trusts the lion and is just so gentle and takes her risks and faces her fears. And that's what Leos are looking for. That fearless but gentle soul. Something ending for you. Okay? And the great thing about this card is that it's been a long, dreary, tough road. Okay? Because we saw them in that 8 of Cups and the 5 of Cups that you just had. But it's over. It's done. Okay? It is done. Thank goodness. It's such a relief to get the 10 of Spades, to know that all this misery is done with now. You're over it. Time to move onward and upward with the 6s. I'm very much about the numerology, you know. It's all in the numbers. I'm going to tell you, it's all in the numbers. It's all in the math. All right, in your present position, you have the 8 of Hearts, the 4 of Spades, and the 5 of Diamonds. Yes, okay. So I think that you said something or did something that was meant as a good thing, like you were trying to help or trying to perhaps flatter someone or something, and it came out wrong, or it caused doubt. What you said, or they said, somebody said, but the intention wasn't that wasn't the intention at all. But what happened was it caused doubt. Now the thing is that there's change coming in the situation. I think there's going to be more talk, more sparkling talk. Someone could realize, you know, later that they misunderstood, you know. Sometimes that moon energy, that eclipse energy does that to us. So it could be you or the other person, but anyway, it's all going to be resolved, okay, with this 5 of Diamonds. Coming in, you have the Ace of Spades, the 2 of Diamonds, and the Queen of Diamonds. So something that ended, um, could be a financial situation. There's a financial situation or some sort of financial partnership coming to an end. Somehow you're tied together in securities somehow. Okay, that's this is ending, and it could be with an older woman. Okay, she's usually, gray, or like in those years of gray hair or white hair. She's mature, she's wise, and but there's something coming to an end here, okay? With this person, whatever partnering you're doing, that's what's ending. And you might know about it already. Okay, up on crowning you is the Three of Hearts, the Ace of Clubs, and the Five of Hearts. This looks like a new home to me. This is the new home, the new stability, security. You're happy. Oh, you are so happy. I also feel like it's some sort of a gift. There's something gifted here. Could be housewarming gifts. Um, Use the clubs also could be new job position, new opportunity that you really love. You're really, really excited. It's all you think about. It's all you think about. And that's if it's either a house or a job, like I said, you're happier than a pig in poop, and it's all you think about. And there's something about a gift in this, okay? Um, this is your work pile. You have the Nine of Clubs, the Eight of Diamonds, and the Seven of Clubs. So at work, definitely. There's some sort of talk that is worrying you, okay? Could be about money, could be um, about your ambitions, like, I don't know, where you want to go. So it is, it's sparkling conversation. It seems like people are excited and talking about it, but it gives you concern for some reason. So I'm not sure what that is. Um, so this is in your exterior position, what's happening outside of you. And it's Two of Clubs, Four of Diamonds, and the Jack of Hearts. So there could be a meeting. There could be a meeting at work to discuss um, could be, you know, I almost feel like it's relations at work. I gotta tell you, there could be a meeting or a staff meeting or something like that about relations at work. This is what I'm feeling. There's it could have something to do with all this COVID and all that, but they could be putting restrictions again, is what I'm wondering. This is what I'm wondering. On a more personal level, um, I think someone's got a crush on you too. I think someone is, I don't know, I think they're kind of checking you out, measuring you up in a way, and they're not sure. They're just sort of, they're just taking it slow, measuring you up. All right? That's what I feel like. In the foundation, you have the Nine of Diamonds, the King of Diamonds, and the Two of Spades. This is some sort of separation um, between you. Could be this older man. You could be at a distance from him. He's mature, probably over 50 anyway. Um, and you could be talking about a trip, like, because sometimes this is a trip across water and from someone you're separated from. Okay, they might be talking about coming to see you. You might be going to see them. Um, yeah, it doesn't have to be across water, but could it just be long distance? And so, um, yeah, there's all this is happening while you're in separation from this person. Okay. The other thing about King of Diamonds is he's secure. He's could be a banker, someone very good with their money. He's financially secure. He's good with money. He's good like to advise people. Like he's very wise that way and mentally on the ball. Okay. In your surprise pile, this you don't see coming, even though I'm telling you. Um, Six of Hearts, Nine of Spades, and the Ace of Diamonds. Okay, so there is this. I feel like there could be someone in the family that has an illness. Okay, there's some sort of illness, and you're going to get news of this because I think it's going to be in the new year. Um, and it definitely something that's got to be addressed. I think that it's going to require documents and paperwork for some reason. It's not a death, okay? So don't worry, don't think that it's not, but it's definitely something that a new that you, that changes need to be made, like some sort of a new regime, like I don't know, eating better or something, okay? Maybe even prescription, like getting on the right medication or something. Not that I'm not pushing medication because I don't really believe in that too much. I really believe in natural remedies. If you can try and find a natural remedy to help you, with whatever ails you, okay? But there could be something. I don't think it's going to be a big deal, like, I mean, that's going to pull you down for years or anything like this, especially if you get on top of it right away, you take care of it, you address it. I'm wondering if it could be a little bit of mental health, depression, loneliness, like I said before, uh, that sort of thing. So just needing to brighten up your world a little bit, something like that. I know that this, I said this is a surprise and you don't know this is coming. And maybe you don't know because there's all this amazing stuff happening in your life. And all the pain and hardship and sorrow is over. But yeah, you may need to take a break or something like that. But I feel like there's some sort of documentation or like somebody might be, what do they call, diagnosed with something. Okay, so when you're diagnosed, say you're diagnosed with depression, let's just say, then you're always that's always considered in your healthcare. Everywhere you go, that's always considered. Without a diagnosis, it's like, well, you haven't been diagnosed with that, and they always kind of say that to you, so it's not configured into your care all the time, like routinely. It's kind of an afterthought or a note on the bottom. So this could be a diagnosis, something like that, okay? And it might be good news to you in a way because it could you could have struggled with something like that anyway. But It's not going to be a huge deal, but I think that it's going to be good for you because you're going to resolve it. You're going to resolve it. Anyhow, so one last card, my darlings, from the Sacred Rebels. Now, you can stop the video now if you want. This is very spiritual for any of you that like that stuff. I love these cards. This viewer, Lyra, that sent these to me, told me that she's been following me for 3 years, and I can tell she knows me very well because these cards just speak to me so much. I love them. So anyhow, I also want to tell you, Lyra has an Etsy site that I'm going to share in the description box below if you want to go and check out her Etsy site and see the beautiful things she makes. Handmade leather and crystal jewelry. She made this for me. Look at this beautiful crystal. Isn't it gorgeous, eh? Look at that. I just feel really blessed. Anyway, so what do we got here? Tell me for Leo for December. What do they need to know? Geez, they're getting all slippery and slidey. Slippery and slidey. What does Leo need to know? Ooh, what does Leo need to know? I want one card because these are long explanations and I don't even read the whole thing. There's your card there. But they're long, so I try and get the best out of what's in there. Whoa. See, I don't know these cards very well. I'm just getting to know them. So when I see one, I'm like, oh, look at this. Be the hunter, not the hunted. And look at the intricate web, you know, this beautiful, almost mandala in this owl's eyes. Now, the owl stands for wisdom, as you know, but the owl is keenly aware. He can see in the day and at night. He's always got his eyes open. He's always watching, you know. And I said that back here in the cards, that you are keenly aware. Your instincts are kicking in here. So let's see what the book has to say. That's number 8. 8. So, you are being asked to see through the assumptions, expectations, tantrums, or manipulations that may be put upon you by yourself or others. See through them to the truth. You can only sidestep, change your response, or choose to release that which you can recognize. This oracle brings you some important news. You are capable of seeing the truth, outsmarting old patterns, and responding more creatively to craft new and improved relationships. You don't have to be drawn into the dramas of others or the suffering of repetitive struggles. You can become still and intent with a willingness to see the truth. You know, with both those King and Queens of Swords, that's definitely, you know, a willingness to see the truth. And when you had that Two of Swords, not wanting to see, not wanting to acknowledge, you know, I think you're stepping into this now, realizing that it's not as scary as you may have thought. In doing so, you will be open to being shown another way through the inner wisdom. Oh, darn. Heart. Is that right? Yes, okay. Heart, or a flash of insight from the great universal mind that penetrates your own awareness. This oracle also brings you a particular guidance that there is a message coming your way. This message will be important to you, and you are not to paint it as anything more or less than what it is. Sit with your heart Take your time. Even if there is a deadline for your answer, you will be able to bend and stretch time so that in your relaxation you can feel for what your truth is in the situation at hand and respond appropriately. The more honest your response without the need to be aggressive or apologetic, the more energy you will be unleashing from unhealthy patterns and into the fresh new course your life wants to take. This is a powerful time for you. No matter how seemingly small or apparently dramatic events around you appear to be, know that you are stepping into a new phase of empowerment. From that place, a new freedom and self-love will emerge. Mother Nature offers you the wisdom medicine of the owl, the ability to hear what is not spoken, to see what is hidden in the darkness. Trust what you feel beyond appearances. I like that right there. Okay, there is a quote to keep for all time. Trust what you feel beyond appearances. The power and magic of the owl is working with you, and Mother Nature is by your side, assisting you in navigating the current life transition into your new way of being. Okay, here's the healing. Okay, I love this because it gives you a healing. It says, relax and imagine, perceive, or feel that there is a deep indigo night sky above you and the full moon shining. There is stillness. For a moment, there is peace. Then you just hear the sound of wings moving through the air, and you see an owl pass in front of the moon. There is grace and unwavering focus in the movement. There is absolute certainty and precision. Feel the power and natural ability of the animal to navigate with strong, unwavering instinct. Now imagine that owl is you. It might be sitting above you, is with you. It might be sitting above you on a branch or by your feet. Feel your vision become sharp and your hearing acute. You are able to see, hear, and sense the truth, even when it is obscured by lies, manipulations, unconsciousness, or deception. You will be the successful hunter for the truth. You will not be hunted down or fall prey to illusion. So remember I said back with that High Priestess, that you have an instinct, you have you have a strong intuition. Okay, and that's what it's saying, is to use it. Use those powers of awareness, listening and seeing beyond what you actually see. Wow, that is so super nice. That's going to be the title of the video, Be the Hunter. So, Leo, I hope you have enjoyed this video. Give me a thumbs up, subscribe, comment if you like. I read every single comment. I haven't had a lot of time to reply and say things, but I do read them all, and I really, really appreciate them all because it makes me know that I'm on the right track or that I'm connecting with some of you. So I really like that. Anyway, if you want to check out Alira's Etsy site, look in the description box below. You can reach me at tinkertarotreadings@gmail.com for a personal reading. And besides that, I'll talk to you soon. Merry Christmas, my darlings.